Hello and welcome to this very special episode of the Slingshot Channel, the Assassin's Creed episode. Let me show you its features. As you see, the weapon has this usual arrow glides over the barrel design, so it is legally a toy in Germany, even with this cool kind of broadhead. And the functionality is really simple. This is the ball valve that are outfitted with a different lever. And this actually is the air reservoir. It's very small. This is the check valve, so that you can fill it easily by just pumping it in with the hand pump or with the compressor. This is just the construction of the system so that you can understand it more easily. Attachment for the compressor or hand pump. That is the check valve. That is the air reservoir. And that is the small ball valve that can nevertheless go up to 100 bars. And of course, usually it's manually operated, but that is way too slow. And then of course you have the barrel where the arrow glides over this one. Now this had to be mounted onto the construction. And of course we need a trigger and rubber bands so that we can violently open the ball valve. And the way how this is done, as you see, there is a little wooden ball attached to the end of this string. And the string runs through the system and pulls on this lever here, which is holding back the ball valve lever. And that one, of course, is under pressure from a lot of rubber. So if this is not loaded, but if I pull the trigger just by moving my hand downwards, then what happens is, let me turn this a little bit for you, the ball valve gets violently opened and then the arrow is on its way. Pumping it up just requires 20 strokes from the pump. And then we are at 100 bars, which is really plenty for this weapon. Let us test the speed of the projectile. That was 70 meters, 54. Not bad. The arrow disappeared completely in the somewhat softened archery mat. So this little toy delivers about 48 joules of energy. That's really not bad. It's probably the fastest Assassin's Creed style arrow shooter I've ever seen. Next we want to test this broadhead against this ballistic gelatin, which is really a special concoction. I use 30% mixture. As you know, the FBI uses 10% and the German authorities use 20%. The Slingshot Channel now uses 30%. Why is that? Well, because I think that 10% is just about like a meatloaf, 20% is like a tender young cow, and this here is your stringy old goat, and that's what I want. Okay, here we go. Wow! That goat is dead. Okay, you could clearly see the beautiful cuts caused by the broadhead. It flew very straight. And the tip almost pokes out. Almost. But mind you, this is a 30% gelatin block. I know you want to see it. It never gets old. Coconut test. Wow! It worked! This was powerful enough to strip off the veins from the arrow. I think it almost went through. Not bad for a toy, don't you think? Of course, this is not a long-range weapon. I mean, it's really for short distances only. But I know you guys love to see it. So here is a 30-meter shot. And again, I'm trying to hit the broadside of my barn. And whoa! A little high, but it flew absolutely straight. That one flew real high. It is up there. And look how deep it is sticking inside of my barn. Wow, it's going to be tough to get that out again. I have seen many different attempts to create a nice Assassin's Creed shooter, but I have to say that this is probably one of the nicest. I love it very much, in any case. So, I hope you liked this, because that's it for today. Wow, thanks and bye-bye. Amazing that this huge chopper didn't go in any deeper than that. I told you it's a tough old goat. The parts for reaching my 1000 joule goal are slowly arriving. The longer arrows and barrel parts are already here. Here you can see in comparison the old barrel length, and now it's the new barrel length. That's very significant. And now I'm waiting for the longer tube for the compressed air. So this will be reaching until here. And both together are supposed to give me the desired 1000 joule. A lot of people commented on the American flag on my shorts. Some really didn't like it. Well, fact is, I like America a lot. Actually, I will be going to San Bruno to see the YouTube headquarters next Sunday. Looking forward to this very much. But, you know, I don't really think that this is a flag. This is just a little bit of an old clothes piece. So, don't take things too serious, please.